IFA TV.
Welcome to Midnight with Malcolm, a meditation and tribute to the spirit of true spiritual revolutionaries. Here, we commune with the ancestors, seeking guidance and assistance via the journey, past, present, and onwards, to true liberation for all freedom fighters, home and abroad. Welcome, and I am we.
New bridges must be built, because in the minds of the majority of our people today, Africa is too far away. So the only way you and I can point them in that direction is build new bridges. We have to have the type of understanding of Africa and the type of understanding of our people here in order to build a bridge, a contact, a line of communication between the two. And once the lines of communication have been established and our African brothers can stretch forth their hands and reach us, and we can stretch forth our hands and reach them, why, there's nothing that this blue-eyed man in this country will be able to do to you and me successfully from that day onward.
We supported the liberation across the board of the Zimbabwean people. We particularly had an interest in ZANU because ZANU showed an interest in our efforts to
Tupac was specifically a revolutionary, not the revolution of the 60s or the 70s, but a revolutionary rapper of his time. I think it's important that people understand that while you might praise or not praise the fact that Tupac had a political history, the post-traumatic stress associated with that history, very few people understand. It's a natural thing for children who are absent from their father to be active, to be masculine. So we had meetings. During those discussions, we began to clarify what is struggle, what is the stress of struggle, and that it wasn't easy for me not to be with them. It wasn't easy for me to give up my life for the struggle and leave my family.
This is about a father, a son, a family. His story of a family.
What would a Vietnam vet be like without a sergeant, without any backup, without any other soldiers, nobody but a Vietnam vet in Vietnam? When he came home, how would he be? And that's me. I had to go through all that street, war, everything, the same drugs that everybody else get turned out on. You know, where I would have been stopped short of, I made it past. And here's where I am. But because I made it past, I missed some lessons, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the lessons that I missed when you talk to me. You can see where I haven't had a father when you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? You can see where I spent a lot of my time in the streets when you talk to me. Because the words that I say are not words that come from a mother's mouth or a father's mouth. It's words that comes from a pimp's mouth or a prostitute or a hustler or a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? But to me, these were my role models.
How much of that, though, in terms of growing up without a father, sometimes not being with your mother, do you lament on and look back and say, damn, I missed something big?
Everything.
Terror of you disrespecting yourself. The terror of the look in a child's eyes and his or her disappointment with you, with us as a people. We talk about manhood. We talk about new African manhood. It was on the verge of extinction.
Yeah, I would go out on a limb, bro. If I could just count the guys that I grew up around, I will go out on a limb and say 7 out of 10 young black males without their father in their home. And I got 10 people I can name, bro. I got 10 people I can name, but I'm saying like of the 10, I can maybe name 3 that had their dads around, and I knew their dads, like they lived in the same house as them. You feel me? 7 out of 10 young black men.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the beneficent, I seek refuge in Allah, the Lord of the dawn, from the evil of which has been created, from the evil of intense darkness when it spreads, from those that cast evil suggestions and firm resolutions, and from the envy of the envied or the enemies. Ameen.
See a dope thing shooting up would be rare in the mid-60s. In the mid-60s, these years makes a difference. They make a difference because the consciousness of the people flip-flop so fast during that period of time that we lost control of our respect.
First, I want to thank you for talking with us.
IFA TV,